about snake bites.
Yes. Oh, scary, but we're going to tell you what to do. We hope it never happens to you. But new here at 4, yes, a snake bite can be scary, especially for a child. Being bitten by a poisonous snake can cause severe tissue damage, even death. TWRA reports more than 20 species of snakes live in East Tennessee. 2 are poisonous, the copperhead and the timber rattlesnake. So here to tell us more right now is our good doctor from East Tennessee Children's Hospital, and that, of course, is Dr. Katie Stordahl. It's always good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, the signs that your child has been bitten by a snake.
Well, I think most parents would know because they're going to hear screaming and they're going to see it. But if a child were to come running to you and you're not really sure, you would probably see small puncture wounds that may not look large, so it may not look like something that you would obviously know is a snake, but it would be initially very red around it. There may then be some bluish discoloration and some swelling. But again, most children are going to be able to tell you, and if they do, then that child needs to be seen right away.
Immediately. Okay, so first aid, obviously take them there, but what can we do in the interim?
So really nothing. The old movies that we think about, like where you bite it and try to suck out the venom, or you apply a tourniquet, both of those things can actually cause more tissue damage.
Really?
So it's very important. You may just want to wash it off, cover it up, but then the most important thing is to get the child immediately to be seen. We also, and this is fairly common, we'll see families who try to capture the snake to bring it in. We don't need that. We don't encourage that because that can result in a second bite for a parent or a second bite for the child. So try to remember what the snake looks like to identify it, but there's absolutely no need to try to catch it so that we can see it. If
you don't want to see that snake,
we don't need to see it. If a parent says it was a rattlesnake or a copperhead, we treat immediately.
Yeah. We
don't need confirmation.
Yeah, okay, I understand. That's for sure. And also, baby snakes can be so very dangerous.
They can, and most people probably don't think about that. But when an adult snake bites, they can either apply venom or not. When a baby snake bites, they don't really have that control. So baby snakes are actually more likely to envenomate when they bite than an adult snake is. And that's very important to know.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for being with us. And we hope everybody stays safe. Just be on the lookout. Watch out when you're in certain areas known for snakes.
Absolutely. Watch out in weeds when you're around brushy places, and watch out near creeks because you may see copperheads in those areas.
Oh, goodness. All right. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
Definitely good to know. Got to be careful. All right, coming